While studies have shown that 63% of elementary school students are obese, the Sustancia Project is hoping to encourage a new way of life for Guam's kids. Project Technical Consultant Zenny Natividad.
Sustancia Project aims to encourage children to engage in healthy eating and active living, and with the aim of ending childhood obesity on Guam.
The organization has joined forces with the coalition of community partners in hopes to get the entire island on board. Sustancia Project Director and SDA Wellness Center Director Keith Horinucci.
As the children are gaining weight, then they develop diabetes and chronic diseases. And so this is just one effort to get the kids to come to the playgrounds and be more active, burn the calories, have fun, get out into the sunshine. Lots of benefits for being active.
The Sustancia Project encourages parents and their kids to get out and exercise. Go to playgrounds, enjoy being outdoors instead of sitting in front of TVs and video games.
We're hoping to move on to other villages with this project, see how this one works, and we're still continuing with the nutrition part of the Sustancia at the stores and providing affordable, healthy foods that people can choose from.
The project is working to spread the message in island schools as long as they continue to receive grants that allow them to spread the word about childhood obesity.
Welcome to K-Wave News Extra. I'm Sonia Artero. In 2007, the Guam Public School System conducted a survey on the body mass index of elementary and middle school students. Now, although the entire study has yet to be finalized, of the 3 public elementary schools surveyed in Dedido, the study revealed that 63% of the students were in fact found to be obese or overweight. Tonight's medical topic is about a recently organized group called the Sustancia Project, whose mission is to address the problem of childhood obesity on Guam. Now, here with more about their mission and how the project aims to benefit Guam is their project director, Dr. Keith Horinucci, who is joined by the project's technical consultant, Dr. Zenny Natividad. Thank you both for coming in. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. Now, Zenny, we will start with you. So tell us how Sustancia itself will address the problem and how the project is actually funded, since you have a lot to do with that.
The project is funded by a grant from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, and this foundation actually has the aim of ending childhood obesity in the nation by 2015. Now, we were able to get the grant for Guam when we applied last year, because one of the criterion of getting this grant is that the applicant should show that there is a high prevalence of childhood obesity, and of course that there is a group in the community that is committed to address the problem.
Now, how did the idea actually spawn in the first place? How did you come up with the idea to put together the Sustancia Project?
Actually, there's a group which we call now the Sustancia Coalition, but before that we were a loose kind of group talking about a particular project that the SDA Church would like to do for the community. They would like to do some kind of a community service, and one of the things we were able to find out because of Dr. Horinucci's participation in the body mass index study is that there's a high prevalence of childhood obesity in the villages of Dedido and Jigo, and so we said, okay, let's address this problem and let's do something about it. And so we kind of brainstormed the idea of how we can come up with a project, and Project Sustancia is what we have decided to do.
Now, because you mentioned a high prevalence of childhood obesity as the criteria for this particular grant, how bad is the problem of childhood obesity on Guam, would you say?
Yes, according to a report in the 2007 Youth Risk Behavior Survey, which is annually conducted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and I would like to read that statistics, is that the percentage of Guam public middle school students who reported themselves as very overweight is 25%, while 36% reported that they watched 3 or more hours of TV, and 34% reported that they played video or computer games or used a computer for something that was not related to schoolwork for 3 hours or more per day. on an average school day.
So clearly they are not getting the exercise they need in addition to not getting the nutritional value that they need in their diets. Now, Dr. Horiguchi, what are the contributing factors to obesity, just to remind our viewers?
Yeah, I think most people and parents are quite aware that the nutritional choices that we make as we will go to the stores and we choose the foods, many times it's not what is the nutritional foods, but it's what the children may want, and it's what we like, it's what tastes good. So these are some factors. The fast pace and the lifestyles that we have lead to foods that are more convenient, easier to choose, foods that are fast foods, and also the lack of activity. Here on Guam, it's difficult for the kids to find the time to be active, to be outdoors and exercise. So these are some of the pretty common things that we find that's leading to obesity here in Guam, as well as around in the United States and around the world.
Now, why does the project aim to help out children with obesity versus helping out adults with obesity?
Well, I think the society has become quite aware recently that we've been spending a lot of money, whether it's grants or insurance monies, to treat adults. But we know that prevention is very important, and we've been seeing the rise of obesity with the children, and so it's really important that we try to do something early before these children are adults, and when they're adults they're going to have actually much more severe chronic diseases than we do today.
Good to know. Now, Zenny, where does the name Sustancia derive from?
The name Sustancia derived from the Chamorro word, which means nutritious. We actually asked a number of Chamorros, even from my office, what would be a good word to be nutritious. And so they said Sustancia would be the word. And actually we were excited to choose that name because when you hear it, it sounds like sustains too, right?
Sure.
Something that reminds you of that. When you take something, it gives you enough to sustain you for the day. It gives you it's like packed with vitamins and minerals that will sustain you for the day.
Now let's talk about the significance of your logo and the meaning behind it and the design itself.
Okay, the design actually was from one of our coalition members. We took a smiley face but tweaked it a little bit, and we put a little tongue to show that the food that is nutritious is also yummy. We call it yummy-licious food because a lot of times when we give nutritious food to our kids, they say, "Oh no, I don't like vegetables," or something like that. But we also want to give them the idea that nutritious food is also yummy food. So that's the meaning of our logo. And actually our project will be, we will have foods that are identified as Sustancia items, which would be affordable and nutritious foods, and they will bear this logo.
Now, in my research about the Sustancia project, it was mentioned that the strategy is health marketing, which sounds like a branding strategy. Can you tell us more about this particular strategy?
Yes, branding strategy in the sense that we are actually not going to market a particular food or a particular product or a particular store, but we're really promoting a health idea. And that health idea is the consumption of nutritious items that are also affordable. Now we know, a lot of us that are into nutrition and getting healthy and all of that, we go to the stores and we find that these nutritious items are kind of expensive, but there are items that are out there that are also nutritious, and a lot of us don't know that they're nutritious and yet they're kind of affordable as well. So our project will identify those items and then promote them. Not the particular item, but promote the idea that if you buy these kinds of nutritious and affordable food, you will be able to feel confident that as a parent, you're feeding your child with nutritious food.
And it kind of takes the guesswork out of it, right, Dr. Horiguchi? When the parents go to actually do their shopping, it just kind of eases the process of choosing nutritious items, right?
Yeah, today I hear all the time from parents and people that it's very difficult to read a label, to know what that means, what the ingredients are. And so we're kind of taking the guesswork out for them.
Nice.
At the Wellness Center, we're going to be identifying those foods that will have the logo in the stores, in the market, and with my help from a dietitian that works at the Wellness Center and myself, we're identifying these foods as the ones that people can just go to the stores, identify them, and then choose it as an affordable, healthy food for their children.
Certainly sounds like a bright idea that we all need to latch onto. Stay tuned for more about Project Sustancia and its official launch plans. That aspect up next.